Hey guys, welcome back. We are back with another video. In this video, we will learn about how to do account takeover with 5 different techniques. This technique is going to be really easy and you will learn how we can easily do the account takeover and score the P1 bounty. So let's go. Before we move toward account takeover, I want you to please subscribe this channel, like this video and share among your friends. So once you subscribe this channel and like this video, it's giving me motivation to make more and more such videos for you. So guys, let's understand 5 different techniques to perform account takeover. So we will discuss our first technique, which is no rate limit, which is going to be really easy, but most of the companies or most of the target don't accept it easily. You have to make your report or manipulate the report in such a way that the company and the target start accepting your report. First thing, you have to go and check if a weak password can be set. What I mean by weak password is, consider that you are set to set a password which contains numerical, alphabetical symbols also. But if you try to set up a normal password such as password only, without any uppercase or lowercase letter, or without any symbol like @123 or without any numeric, if you are able to set your password just like password, then this means it's a weak password policy. And try to once after identify that whether the weak password policy is there or not. Second thing you have to try is to brute forcing it. Try to brute force any username or password and identify that after few minutes it's still accepting your request or not. That if it's still respecting, then it's fine, you can directly report it. But if you identify that there is a limit over the request and you are start getting a response as 429 too many requests, then you have to stop and you cannot report that. But if you are not getting any rate limit or not getting any 429 too many request response, then you can go and report this. That with the help of weak password policy and brute forcing, anybody can take over anyone's account, because email is a one which is public, but the password is not the public. But we can here brute force the password. So moving toward the next method is really simple. Try to send token in reset password. I have tried this vulnerability in one of the organizations and I was able to successfully exploit it. So what you have to do, you have to go for the reset password functionality. After going to the reset password functionality, you have to just enter your email and whatever it is asking for, either it's asking for email ID or it's asking for username. You have to go and put your email ID or username over there and then intercept the request. So when you will intercept the request, you will find that your email ID is there into the body of the request. Just try to add and token over there. What I mean by token is, just let me edit it for you. Just go here, put it like this and mention token and put some random gibberish word over there, and in the last you can put something like this is my token. So you can identify that this is your token and send it or forward this request. And go and check your email after that, after forwarding that request. If you find that token is there, this means you can steal the token, you can craft the token. So this is the P1 for sure, because you can easily hack anybody's ID. You just need the email ID and no user intervention is also required in this. None of the users click, none of the user is required to perform any action. So you can easily go and account take over here. And don't forget to put this comma over there, otherwise it will say that an invalid JSON request. We are on the third one for the account takeover. It's reset password poisoning. So what happened, we are here going to introduce a new header containing the attacker's host. So what you have to do, how you can exploit is by going through these steps. Go for reset password function and enter your email ID over there. So if you go for reset password functionality, it will ask you for entering your email ID or username as we discussed earlier. So what you have to do, you have to enter your email ID and intercept the request, and then there will be a host parameter. You just have to change that host parameter to attacker.com, like something is like that target.com to attacker.com. You have to change it. Once you change it, keep forwarding the request, and if you find that attacker.com is there in any one of the requests, I'm saying requests, if any one of the requests have this attacker.com, then this is a reset password poisoning and you can report that vulnerability. If this method doesn't work, what you have to do, try putting some extra header over there. Instead of changing from host to host target.com to host attacker.com, try to add more header x forward host attacker.com, or otherwise you can add refer https. When you use referral, you have to add https//attacker.com, and make sure when you add these headers, these two extra headers, make sure that the host is target.com, not like attacker.com. The host should not be manipulated for this reset password poisoning. So the fourth technique that we are going to discuss is response manipulation. So what you have to do in response manipulation, try with the correct username and password. And once you are trying with the correct username and password, intercept that request and check for the response that it's providing. And once you check the response of that body, saved it somewhere, copy that content and saved it somewhere. Then try it with wrong username and password and intercept that request, and do intercept response to that request also. And once you intercepting the response, change that response code, because it's going to say that it's a wrong username and password, and the body will also be different. Just change that response with the correct response that you copied earlier, and then pass it, or you can say forward that request. If your dashboard get loaded, this means you can do the account takeover over there and you can report that vulnerability. The fifth and the most important thing that we are going to discuss today is try CSRF on major endpoint. CSRF is cross-site request forgery, and it's applicable onto the form, and form doesn't validate from where this form is getting submitted. So this is known as CSRF. You can perform CSRF on 5 different places to perform the account takeover. Just go and try CSRF on password change page. Try CSRF on email change, because once you are able to change the email, you can easily go and request for a forget password and the token will come to the new email. You can perform the CSRF on phone number change. There are some functionality, there are some websites which send the OTP on the phone number. So if you are able to manipulate the phone number from the victim's phone number to your phone number, the OTP will come to your number. The next thing that we have to check is the try CSRF on security question change. Few websites ask for security questions when you want to recover your account. So if you are able to manipulate these security questions with the help of CSRF, you can go and request for the reset password, then it will ask for security question. Then the question that will be pop up to you is the question that you put with the help of CSRF. This is another way for bypassing it. So if any one of these is found, this CSRF on password change, email change, phone number change, or security question change, you can go and directly report it. It's going to be a P1 vulnerability. Why it's going to be a P1 vulnerability? Because it doesn't involve any action from the victim. So wherever there is no action involved from the victim, for example this one also, the reset password token, because the token is crafted by you, you can use that token somewhere. So in this one, where the user is not required to add any detail or add any action or perform anything, then it's considered to be as P1 vulnerability. So that's all for this account takeover. We only discussed 5 till now, but we keep on adding more and more into the sheet. I already have 3 or 5 more, but I hope of less adding 5, otherwise the video will get too long for you. So guys, we discussed about account takeover and 5 different techniques how we can perform this account takeover. We will keep on adding these methodologies to this account takeover and multiple other vulnerabilities. So please do subscribe this channel, like this video and share among your friends.